we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rebels will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Formation for these receivers. Gives it on the option. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
This running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He'll try to pop the draw. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a great job by defense getting penetration quickly, forcing the running back to get outside to try to make that thing go wide, which that's what you want as a defense. When they run the draw, they want you to run up field, and you run right up the middle. Good job.
It's a fumble! And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Illinois putting together a really nice drive. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. The give on the inside. Powers through the defender. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Red pass, it's complete. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
To the air, it's Altmaier. Here's the pressure. He'll turning it on. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Got it in the middle. It's Arkin. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. Making side adjustments here. End off from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Illini!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football, and they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone.
Let's go. Right.
Catch in the middle, it's right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
The Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On the ground, it's Diggs.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Black 14! Black 14!
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
From the 22 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Right back to the well. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give from the gun. Drag down. Liddell move the sticks for a 1st down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? They do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a 1st down.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Lee. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Check, check. Red 70, black saw. Red, ready.
He leaves it with his back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Rebels will go for it here on 4th down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Rebels!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, and they take an 8-7 lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Altmaier. Complete. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
To the air on second down. He's got his man. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got it set up on the outside. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Dixon. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right
Now
now.
they'll run the draw. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the first down.
Gain of 4. Good enough for a first down.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll send out the field goal unit to try to take the lead here before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wallace. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Rebels in the hurry up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
There he goes.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Quickly complete. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Back to throw, it's Altmaier. On the run, still looking. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Arkin. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fakes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. He's got his man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Quick catch on 3rd down. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Fighting Illini! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Illinois.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And he puts through the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the biggest drive of the game for this offense, down one score. Looking for room, it's Lacy. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Just feeds the running back. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job on the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? Just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2 minutes.
Oh, he's got some space.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go right back to the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offense is don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
And the Rebels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Caught in the backfield. It's Stribling. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And now this is the time in the game where the clock's fighting against you, and you can only take so many shots like that and get no gain. We got to get out of bounds, or we got to waste timeouts. So we got to be smart offensively in what we do here.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going for it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
4th down coming up.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Illinois.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down.
White 53, Easton, Easton. Roller, stand.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking left. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.